This is shira Tefilla, or Shat B'Shalach, shira Tefilla. It's very interesting. It's very interesting that to point out that when the Kehal Israel went through the Yam Suf, and Akadosh Baruch Hu split up Yam Suf and went through, malachim wanted to say shira, and Akadosh Baruch Hu says, no, don't say shira. Stop. They say, why? Our job is to praise you, to show your majesty, to talk about your majesty. He says, no, Masiyadai, Mitayru Begam, Masiyadai, my deed, which is the Egyptians, that it is deed of the hand of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, my creatures are being drowned in the water, are being destroyed, and you want to say shira. I don't want you to say shira. Please stop, please stop. But we find that the Kehal Israel said shira, or Yoshi, Moshe, or Israel. They glorify HaKadosh Baruch Hu, they talk about Hashem, and they said the shira. Now the question is, what's the difference between malachim, that they were stopped to say shira, and Kehal Israel? Just the opposite, say shira, and the shira of Kehal Israel becomes the shira that we say every day. And a lot of sikurot was said by this shira. Rishchai says that every day that somebody said this shira of Zashir, and he feels that this moment he got out of Mitzrayim, and he's going through the Kriyat Yam Suf. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is saying such a greatness for him, saving him from the hand of Mitzrayim. If with the joy and happiness he would say this shira, Muftach Lo, they promise him that all of his sins will be forgiven. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Person should climb mountains, should do a lot of things. Yom Kippur, Avodat Adam should be mocher. But here, with the remedy of Az Yashir every day, you would make note of it and pay attention. When you say Az Yashir, imagine you are in the midst of Yam Suf and it's split up, and Hashem was saving you, and all of the Egyptians are being destroyed. And this becomes the shira of Kehal Israel. Now, the main question is, what's the difference between malachim and other? Somehow, it has to be a difference in the foundation of shira that malachim say and shira of Kehal Israel. Both are saying shira. What does shira mean? Shira means a song, expression of the HaKadosh Baruch Hu's deed. Now it has to be, there is a difference between function of a song of malachim and song of Ben Israel. That malachim are not allowed by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. There is no distinction between malachim and Adam. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not going to make a distinction. What is it? Now, Rav Aaron Kotzer said a beautiful point that from there we learn something very important. Rav Aaron Kotzer says that Malach, the song that Malachim, they say to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, they bring out the majesty of Hashem. Malachim see greatness. Malachim see when HaKadosh Baruch Hu is doing this mess, he's changing over the mechanism of Shamayim, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants everything to go with the nature, and he's showing his power. Who is the best person to describe and to point out to us the greatness of Hashem? It's malachim. Malachim are there to point out. There are superhuman beings. They are not the limitation of the body like human beings. They are ruchani, they are spiritual. Therefore, they massively understand, they relate to majesty and greatness much greater than human beings, much greater than Kehal Israel in a way. Now, when they say shira, they bring out the majesty and the greatness of Hashem. Now, HaKadosh Baruch Hu here is killing the Egyptians because what they did to Kehal Israel. Now, Malach function is to bring it out majesty. Hashem says, when I'm killing my creatures, I don't want you to express my majesty. I don't want my majesty and greatness to be brought up while I'm destroying my creatures. That's not proper. That's not proper. That's not befitting me. Hashem loves all of the creatures. Now I have to do, it's a job to be done. But now is the point to point out my greatness, point out my majesty, how great I am. No, I have to do. This is a job to be done here, to clean up. No, it's not a point of majesty and power and honor. I don't want that. But the Israel is son for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's not a matter of pointing out majesty and the greatness of Hashem. The Kehal Israel, they feel Hashem came and saved them. Their life was in danger. They got no place to go. The Egyptians would come and destroy them, kill them out. And no Rahman or no merciness would kill the children, the elders, the young, all of the nationwide they would destroy. That's so much hatred toward them. They wanted Mama to destroy them. They brought the Kehal Israel all together with one mouth. They came out to thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to show the gratitude toward Hashem, to show HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we are thankful to you. It's not the point of bringing the majesty of Hashem. It's the point that we are showing the gratitude. We show how grateful we are to you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You saved us. Without you, we don't have the sense of being. We would have been destroyed. Therefore, the shira that we sing by the Kehal Israel is a shira, not the majesty of Hashem, but to show the gratitude. Hashem let the Kehal Israel to show the gratitude that you could do. You have to be thankful to Hashem. Therefore, in any form of tefillah, we have two things. One thing is like Shemon Esrei. At the beginning, we talk about the greatness of Hashem, the majesty and the greatness of Hashem. Then we have the part of the tefillah that we give Hodot to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to be thankful to Hashem, to be thankful to whatever that He did for us. Now, this parasha, this week, parasha is designated that people should show the gratitude to Hashem. Kirat Yam Suf is something that shows the Kehal Israel very big lesson in life. What's the greatest lesson of life of this parasha and shira? Is that if you could imagine and visualize in front of yourself, Kehal Israel, they didn't have any place to go. The Egyptians from some side, the sea from one side, Mikvah from the side, and they got to a narrow line. There wasn't nothing. There wasn't any place to run away, nothing. And that was the situation. If you freeze that moment, the person feels that he got to that end. There's no place to go. There's no solution. There's no remedy. And all of a sudden, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is wrong. This Kirat Yam Suf is not just for 3,000 years ago. That's the story of Am Yisrael. This nest shows and teaches Am Yisrael that we never and ever get to that end. Always, HaKadosh Baruch Hu has remedy for us. That Yam Suf, Kirat Yam Suf. Now, the Zohar HaKadosh says, water, that's very interesting midrash, that Ba'u, the say that Ba'u Mayim ad nefesh. The Mayim got to the nefesh. Some say the version Mayim, mother here, means sorrow. The sorrow, the suffering, all of the anguish, all of the pain, get to nefesh of a person. How much the essence of a person, there's nothing to do with HaKadosh Baruch Hu is split up. Total breaks it. Not only Kirat Yam Suf, the Midrash says, all of the water all over got split up. Sar Shalom asked the Kasha, why do we such a great mess that if there is a water in a bowl to split up, why do we need that? But water here represents the sorrow. And then like the Shetach Mayim wrapping the water like a wave comes to a person. And splits up means HaKadosh Baruch Hu breaks it and breaks all of the sorrow to the Kehal Israel. Just like here by the Adam Suf, HaKadosh Baruch Hu did that and showed the Kehal Israel his that end. That is shira represents. That's why we say every day Kehal Israel part of the tefillah to know that always there is no dead end. Always we have a hope, better, Baruch Hu will send our Tefillah and find remedy for us. And then no matter there are no conditions that we are, Hashem would send remedy for the house.